Hello followers and welcome back to my Minecraft tutorial series. This is episode 47 and in today's episode we're going to craft up some Eyes of Ender and we're going to find ourselves a stronghold. So let's get right to it. So before I begin with today's episode, let it be known that I've done a bunch of enchanting off camera because this is going to be quite a lengthy trip, much like the mineshaft one, and I've made some new swords up, some new picks. Topped off my arrows here, not done anything with a bow, made some shovels, an axe, brewed up some potions. I had these two lying around, but I made up some new instant health potions and speed potions. Bring along some blocks. Blocks are going to be handy today. Bring a bed, buckets, these, blaze rods and ender pearls. Bring a compass. A compass could be really handy when finding your way back. If your base is near the spawn point, like mine is, my cottage is over there, the spawn point was in that general vicinity right there, then it would be a good idea to bring a compass. It's going to lead us back here. And bring some torch making gear too. So, I just wanted to kind of get that out of the way so that we can progress into today's tutorial. So, we're going to first craft up some Eyes of Ender, and to do that, drop a blaze rod in your crafting grid and you'll get blaze powder. We knew that already. And then put a blaze powder in with an ender pearl and you get an Eye of Ender. So we're going to make a bunch of these for today's tutorial. I'm going to just go ahead and convert 9 I guess of the 10 ender pearls that I have. There we go, into the 10 Eyes of Ender, like so. And in fact, why not, let's just make them all into Eyes of Ender. You're going to want a bunch of them today. I would recommend maybe 10 at most. Well, 10 at minimum actually, as many as you can as most. So let's put the blaze rods back away and the blaze powder. We don't need those anymore, we just need these. So now these guys, these are used in a crafting recipe which we're going to look at next episode, which is an ender chest. But for today's episode we are actually going to find ourselves a stronghold with them. This is basically like a location device, if you will. It's like a sat-nav. It's a Minecraft sat-nav. So it's going to basically point, we're going to right click and it's going to point in the direction that we are going to be needing to go at. So I'll right click and it says go that way. So you are going to want to stand and collect it. However, sometimes these guys will break in the air, so always bring more than one so you don't end up running out on your journey. Now what I like to do with them is not every step go and then fire another one. Go so far in a certain direction before firing another one. And I'm going to take the speed potion just to help move this along a little. I've got a just speed 1 for 8 minutes. I chose duration. So we know it's going to be over here somewhere. Now I would have found it if it's anywhere in this vicinity, because I've been caving here. So it's definitely not around here, that's for sure. So it's somewhere off in this direction. And strongholds are quite unique against the other generated structures, mine shafts, dungeons and so on, in a sense that only 3 of these will generate in the world. So you only have a certain amount of them, so always be careful with them. Only 3 generate per world, and that's why we have this sort of GPS device to locate them, because it's not just a case of you can find them anywhere like mine shafts. So yeah, kind of handy to note. So we'll keep going and keep going. So what a stronghold is it serves one purpose, and that's to provide another portal similar to the nether portal to go to the other Minecraft realm currently in the game, and that is the End, as I mentioned last time, home of the Enderman and the Ender Dragon. We'll get to that eventually, but we don't need it right now. Beyond that, they are also like, this is like a giant maze complex with rooms off to the side. There's dungeons inside. Dungeons is in the sense that like actual dungeons with iron bars rather than dungeons like we did the spawner trap. And there's also a library there, so we can harvest that for all the books that are around. So we've got this far. I'm going to fire another one and it's off in this direction. So we're kind of going more straight now. So let's keep going in this direction. I don't think I've been over here actually. I think the mineshaft is just the other side of the forest. Oops. Here's the ravine. Maybe, I don't think it will be under the ravine. I would have seen it maybe. So let's keep going beyond the ravine. We've come into a desert here, so I have not been to... Actually, I have been here. I was here for the village at night time. Yeah, we came here when we did the jungle temples and that stuff. We came out here. So yeah, we have been here before, so that's good news. I'm not having to generate so much. So we've got a swamp off to the right there. And I'm going to keep crossing to the other side of this desert. Let's see if we are in the desert. We've come into a mountain biome. Now eventually we're going to end up going past it. So it will start and point the other way. So it's still telling us to go off in this direction. Now as you can see, that one, it broke in the air. We don't get it back. That's why I suggest bringing more than one with you. So it's somewhere over here. Now this is brand new. I have not generated this before. I can tell because I'm getting lag. So we want to keep going for a little while at least. Now let's go over here. And it is beginning to get night time now, so I'm going to set my spawn point as soon as the moon starts rising. Let's just jump into the bed. I don't really want to be fighting monsters out here while trying to locate this. Let's get another one. So, oh, see that? It's gone in a different direction. That means we must be close. We're nearby now. We're incredibly close. Let's fire another one. Ah, here we go. It's gone down. That means when it goes down that we have located the stronghold. It's right here. So this means that the end portal, which is what it locates to, is directly below here. Thank you. So it goes, when it goes into the earth like that, you know that you found it. So we want to kind of go a bit away from the coast. And let me just put up a little beacon right here, just so that I know that it's here. And now we can go and dig straight down. Well, not straight down, of course. You want to dig a 2x1 shaft. Now, the thing to consider here is the stronghold is home to another unique nasty, and that is Silverfish. And Silverfish, they don't deal much damage on their own, but they swarm you. That is the problem with Silverfish. They can swarm you very easily. So if you have any Thorns armor, take it off, because Thorns will activate that mode. Attacking them calls more, unless you can kill them quick enough. Ah, there we go. This is the mossy brick that is represented in a stronghold. Now we're going to have to get down here, and I didn't bring any gravel with me, unfortunately. And that noise right there was the Silverfish. See if I can locate the spawner. There's the Silverfish spawner. So some of these bricks will be infested with them by now. So we want to kind of hop down here and block off this. I don't want to fall in the lava. And this is a Silverfish. They're small, aimless little creatures that don't do much damage, as I say, on their own, but together they will do a lot of damage. So just be careful of that. So this is a stronghold, and I see a spider over there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this spider first. And I'm going to block that off, because I know that Silverfish are in there. Let's put some torches up, torches on the right. And as you can see, this intersects with a cave, so this is a stronghold. And you do have the option that chests will generate. See what's inside: iron boots and some iron ingots. Not the best loot, but you can get enchanted books in here. If it was generated recently enough, you could find minerals and all sorts in here. Now strongholds will intersect with mine shafts and ravines and other structures, so it's always a good idea to keep an eye out, see if you can find those while you're down here. So this is the only place you will find this mossy and cracked brick. So we're going to grab some of this and bring it back with us for building projects. But first let's explore a little more. So you'll see all these iron doors, and remember what I was saying about when it was a maze? And just right click on that button to open the door. This is what I mean about it being a maze. Oh good, another chest. What have we got in here? Oh, 2 chests. Bread? Nah, not the best. A couple of iron bits and pieces. Oh no, I wasted my instant health potion. Now as you can see, these will go around and upside down. Look at that, we intersect right with a mine shaft. So this is where things get dangerous, as we know too well from mine shafts. There could be cave spiders around now, which is something we're going to have to watch out for. And what level are we on? We are on Y17, so we can find diamonds down here. Redstone right there. Now this is not a cave-in episode, I'm not going to show you all the cave-in knickknacks in this time round, but I'll collect some stuff off camera. Go all the way down here, and I wonder what level we're at now. Y7, so this stronghold goes pretty deep, which is good news, I have to say. I'm going to need to make some more torches. So let's make a bunch more torches. And this is kind of what you have to do in strongholds. You have to explore. That's the idea behind them. See what's out there, see if you can find anything useful. Now, as regards the silverfish, something I haven't yet mentioned is the fact that silverfish will actually crawl into blocks, and they hide in there, so that when you break them, they pop out at you, and that's not a lot of fun. Now, they can only go into certain blocks, and that is this smooth stone stuff here, cobblestone, stone bricks, not the slabs or the stairs though. And I think they're the only blocks, certainly in vanilla, that they can go into and hide out. So always be careful of that. And there is an easy way to detect. If you punch it with something that's not a pickaxe, if it appears to break fast, that means that there's a silverfish in there. But if it's a slow breaker, like this, that means it's a normal block. So that's a quick way to test, to see if there's any silverfish. Now I would like to see if we can find the library in today's episode, because I would like to raid that of all its bookshelves. So as you can see, this is quite a maze-like structure. They go in all directions and they can become very confusing. So you can also take these iron bars. These kind of form like little archways. You can take these as well. They're always good for building. I think I've already crafted those actually though. You can't craft the mossy and the cracked variants. These are the only places you can find them. And that's not good. I want to smite. And as these kind of go around and about, you've just got to methodically clear them. Ah, there's the library. Hello, zombie villager. Going down there now. Just cross over the path. Feel my smite. There's a chain dude. There we go. Always keep your eyes out. There will be no buffed monsters by default here, but always just keep an eye out for any monsters. I'll get back to the library momentarily. Look at that little skeleton army in there. Projectile protection. There we go. Skeleton army dealt with. And we're back here again where the portal is. So I'm just gonna check this pathway. That goes nowhere. You'll often find these staircases and rooms and tunnels that go just to nowhere. It's just part of the generation. You can dig through the wall to see if there is anything around, but typically there's not very often. So let's go and check out the Stronghold library. So here's the Stronghold library. It's only a small one. They come in two variants, a small and a large. And the large variant has 2 layers. The small only has 1. Let's try and take a look and see what's up. So this one's intersecting with the cave. The torches are a bit bugged. Don't worry about that. It's a known bug in the game. They still go off light. And you get books and paper, and obviously you get all these bookshelves, which you can make use of with your enchantment tables or whatever it may be that you want books for. I think most of the time it is enchantment tables. If I didn't already say, if you actually break bookshelves with anything other than a Silk Touch axe, then you will only get, well, a Silk Touch item, a Silk Touch tool. If you break it with anything else, you'll just get 3 books back. You won't get the wood back. So I don't have a Silk Touch axe on me right now, but when I do, I'll probably come back and collect that. There's a slime somewhere around here. So this is kind of all you have to do here, is methodically explore, see what's going on. This is probably a larger stronghold than what we've already seen. Ah, here's another library right here. Ah, there's the slime. These are the dungeons that I was talking about earlier. These little jail cells. Now then, do I have... No, I don't have looting on anything. See if we can get some slime balls out of this. You were in here for a reason. Talk about capital punishment. Ah, this is one of the larger libraries that I was talking about. This is good because we have 2 libraries. There's definitely someone crawling around upstairs. Sounds like a skeleton. So, these are the Stronghold libraries. This is a larger one. Still the same purpose, still the same chests here. These ones only contain books and paper, I believe, unlike the other Stronghold chests, which can have a manner of items in. And I will link the list of items that can generate in those chests in the form of a link to the wiki page in the description, where you can check that stuff out, but only books and paper in the libraries. Now my concern is this was generated prior to 1.5, so I won't find any enchanted books here. Oh, no, it was 1.4.7, wasn't it, that the books came out, so back then anyway. That's my concern anyway. Creepers in that cave now. See if I can find anything else. There wasn't a path this way. Nothing here. These random doors everywhere kind of freak you out, but you just have to live with it, unfortunately. So what I'm going to probably do now is I'm going to do a bunch of exploring off camera, see if I can find any more of this, and I'm going to grab a bunch of stuff out of this stronghold, some of the iron bars, the mossy and crackstone bricks, and so on, and probably some of the well, I'm not going to grab the books actually, I'm going to leave those here. But I'm going to grab a bunch of other things, probably maybe some of the iron doors and buttons, and put them in a chest somewhere near the portal. And then from there, that's going to be just about it. We'll sign off from this episode, and in the next one we will craft up the ender chest. So yeah, we have a chest right here, so I don't even have to craft a chest up for me. Wonderful. So I do have these eyes of ender. I'm not going to show you how to activate the portal just yet. We haven't really got to that. I'll do that when we actually go ahead into the end realm. I don't want to accidentally fall in there by mistake as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a bunch of stuff here, collect a bunch of these resources, and then we will head on to what's coming up next. So I will be right back, guys. Okay guys, I'm back, and before we head out of here I just want to show you what I was talking about earlier with the silverfish. If you knock on the block, see this? I'm not using my pickaxe, but it's mining awfully fast, and that is when a silverfish has infected the block. So also, one thing I neglected to mention about silverfish at all is in extreme hills biomes, if your world was generated after Minecraft 1.3, then you will find naturally occurring stone, like this, is actually silverfish blocks. And typically they come in like a little small group of up to maybe 6, and they're quite uncommon, just something to consider. Especially when there's mine shafts and strongholds around as well, it's easy to forget. So, just wanted to mention that. See, if you broke this block, here comes the silverfish, he attacks you, and as you can see, they pop out at you. But if you kill them quick enough, or you can one-hit them, then you won't have any issues. So I've packed up everything I want. I've left this chest here with the stuff I don't want in it for right now. I'm going to come back here off camera, no doubt, and collect more resources and so on. But for right now, this is all we need. I'm going to need to pillar out of here, and I'm going to leave some markers. And, ooh, look at that. All those silverfish. I'm going to have to let them through, I guess. even though as much as I don't want to. There we go. I've got another one. Now, oh good. They have not infected the lava blocks. That can cause lava to spill everywhere, and that's inconvenient. So this is the end portal frame. Unfortunately, it has no Eyes of Ender filled in this particular stronghold. So we're going to have to manually fill them all in. I have 10. So oh no, there's one. So 3, 6, 9. I need one more. So that isn't too bad actually, considering. So let's head back to the surface. I am going to get my bed out and we're going to set it to daytime. Okay, so here we are back on the surface. Let's just jump in the bed. So it's not too far away actually, which is kind of handy. It's not ridiculously far away from home. So here's our beacon. I'm going to use cobble in this particular instance to mark the beacons off. So we kind of want to mark a little line on our way back. So that is strongholds in a nutshell, guys. That's what they look like. That's what you can find in them. That's a brief guide on how to deal with silverfish. Try and avoid hitting them with a weapon like a wooden sword. You really want to kind of one-hit them if you can. Or if you can't do that, hit them very quickly. I think they're 2 hits with a stone sword, and you should have no problems at that point. If you wear Thorns armor, when they nibble at your feet, you have the potential that there could be issues arise where when they take damage, they will call more out. So I wouldn't wear Thorns armor personally. So that's basically all the advice I can give for strongholds. Typically they have different configurations depending on the seed. So my stronghold will definitely be different to your stronghold. So can we see that beacon? Not very clearly. Where was the last one I placed? I don't want to have to use Eyes of Ender again to find it, basically, is the idea here. I can see it off there in the distance, so we need to put another one up here. And I'm done with the bed now. I need my food back. So right by that funny shaped mountain is where we need to be, and the mine shaft is actually just over here. It's not too far away, which is what I'm happy about. So if you want to check out my stronghold further, you can download the world in the description. Are we heading back the right way? Yeah. That's why I brought the compass. In fact, let's get the compass on the bar. We don't need that. So let's do that. So yeah, that's strongholds in a nutshell, really. There's not a whole lot to them. They have less in them than what the mine shafts do, actually, in the grand scheme of things. I can see that cobble just over there. Let's put another one up here. So the mine shafts have got more in them, so to speak, than the strongholds have, but the chests in the stronghold contain better loot. As I say, I will link the loot list in the description. Next episode, we're going to look at a new item that was added into the game in Minecraft 1.3, and that is the Ender chest, and we're going to look at how that works. And that's quite a small project, to be honest. So let's keep going back here. And here is where the valley is. If you want to find one of your other 2 strongholds, you're going to have to go off in a certain direction on your own. Unfortunately, that's just the way it happens to work. And then throw an Eye of Ender somewhere far away from your base, and you might get lucky. Well, you're just going to have to hope that you get lucky anyway, and you will locate another one. They will always point the Eyes of Ender to the nearest one. So a lot of people have difficulties in finding their other ones without having to use a map searcher or something like that. I know there are programs out there that do it for you. So that's the way that works in a nutshell. So yeah, I'm just kind of trying to give you a brief overview of the stronghold, how to find it and what to do in there, and then it's up to you for the rest. I don't want to reveal it all. I'm going to probably return, as I say, off camera. Yeah, I can see my other one here. And then I will gather more resources out of there at a later time. We don't need any right now. I just collected a bunch of stone bricks and stuff. So our cottage and the blacksmith brewery area is just over this hill. Not far away now. Back through the mountains. Let's put another one up here. And that's it. I know where I'm going from here because I know that the mine shaft is off that way. And I know clearly where the mine shaft is. So that's all we're going to do in terms of beacon marking. And my base is only just round here anyway. Going to need to eat another one of these. Now that's why the compass is helpful when you have a base near spawn, because it will always point you back towards your original spawn point, which is really handy when going out on quests like that, so you don't have to leave stacks of dirt everywhere to find out where you're going. So here's the big cave that we did the caving episode in, and here's the last of our road, I guess you could call it, and we're back at base, back at the brewery. So yeah, that is Strongholds, guys. In today's episode we've learned how to craft the Eyes of Ender, how to find a stronghold, how to deal with Silverfish, and some of the blocks and resources that you can find in Strongholds. And in fact I'm going to head all the way back to the cottage. So as I say, in the next episode we're going to look at Ender chests, which is quite a short tutorial just on what they do, and we are going to bring back the stuff that I left behind in the mine shaft. I did leave a ton of stuff back there, and they require the Eyes of Ender, so I'm going to use a few up, and then after that it's on to redstone. Exciting stuff, definitely. I'm going to teach you guys all about that, which is going to be quite almost like a mini-series, I guess you could call it. So we're going to spend a while on that so that you guys can understand all about redstone. Ah, Alfred. Keeping things clean, I see. Excellent. Oh dear. You wait until 1.6. We're going to put a name on you, and then you'll be more of an Alfred than ever before. So where did I put all my building blocks? I guess I'm going to put this in with specialist building blocks, along with the stuff from the Nether. So I've got a fair few resources here. Slabs. And the Eyes of Ender, I guess I'm going to put with the mob drops for the time being. So let's put those there. I'll have to make a trip over to the blacksmith to drop off the boots. So when I next go over there I'll do that. We've got potions here. Compass can go back away in its box. Stack the cobble up. And that's just about it for today. Good, I do have a bunch of obsidian, that's good news. I'm going to need that for next time. So, I thank you for watching, guys. I hope you found this useful, and I hope to see you in the next episode. So until then, see you later, and have a good day.